Alert! 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 The NFL referees have infiltrated the XFL. The NFL referees have infiltrated the XFL. This is the second episode of the St. Louis Fan Hogs podcast. I'm Raj. I'm here with Amit.
What's up, guys?
I'm here with Shubs.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm also here with Sir Chasington Ignatius Aurelius III.
What's going on, guys?
All right, so we had ourselves a little bit of a game. Going to the game was fun. Starting to watch the game was fun. But as the game went on, it started to increasingly become less fun until the crown moment of the entire game when no ref saw the most obvious play that everybody who was watching that game saw. Was that linebacker or safety who jumped across that little blue line that's there for everybody to see. We had a free play. Teamu launched it just like you do on a free play.
Yep, just like
would. All caution thrown to the wind just exactly like you're supposed to. And boom, interception. Dude runs it back like 60-something yards back on the 2. No BattleHawks fans are sweating. Everything's fine. It was a free play, and then there was no flag. No flag at all.
Nothing.
What? What the heck? The shooting in the foot continues.
Yeah, and the refs are doing it too. Refs got the gun.
We keep running it when we were supposed to pass it. What happened?
Oh, it was just a disaster.
I mean, you couldn't get anything done. You're getting about 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 yards of carry every now and then. You're getting a first down run.
Yep.
But when you're down 10 points in the middle of the third quarter, it shouldn't take the rest of the game to, try to come back. I mean, you throw the refs throwing that flag on top of that, and this game was done.
Yep.
It was hard to watch.
It was some schoolyard football, man. Like, Teamu threw a hell of a game, but it's the fundamentals, man.
Exactly. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Go ahead and tweet us at STL_FanHawks, Instagram at STL_FanHawks, and you can find us on Facebook at the St. Louis Fanhawks Podcast. Go ahead and hop on there. Throw us a couple of posts. Throw us a couple of tweets. Let us know what you think. Anything else you guys saw in the game, go ahead and post it on there and let us know. So, yeah. What else can we take away from the game? We saw that Matt Jones started, even though he was questionable all week. Christian Michael actually had some plays this time around.
He was a standout for me. He was actually making positive progress on his runs, and he could really he showed his ability, why he was drafted in the NFL to be behind Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, the first game he didn't do too good. He was kind of the forgotten third back. Every time you get the ball, he wouldn't really do anything, and then they'd get Keith Ford or Matt Jones back in there. But it was really cool to see some tough runs by him, a bunch of yards after contact. That first hit didn't slow him down at all. He continued to roll. It was promising to see, especially with Keith Ford out. It's okay to see that, we can step up. Is it enough? You think it's enough for us to roll with him as our second quarterback? Obviously we lost this game, but that could be because of Jordan Teamu's 2 interceptions. That second interception technically doesn't count. It does not count as an interception to me. That play was – this entire game comes down to that blown call because we were driving, we were pushing up the field, we were getting plays, and it ended up not working out.
It's really disappointing to see in this new league how they're implementing these new refereeing rules and they don't call back a play and review it like that.
And then another thing, they didn't even show the replay until 2 or 3 plays later.
Yeah, until after the Roughnecks scored their touchdown.
There's got to be a conspiracy going on with Fox.
Exactly.
I think almost everyone missed that call.
Right. What? I don't know. I was at a complete loss for words.
Yeah.
We actually ended up going out to the Post to watch the game. The Post in Creve Coeur.
Off Olive.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a very fun bar to go to, honestly. And when the Blues were in the Stanley Cup last year, and we watched a couple of the playoff games, we watched a couple of the games the Stanley Cup games up there as well. it's a pretty good atmosphere. We like it a lot, and it was all a good time until that one damn play
Yeah.
ruined it all.
And it was good to see a lot of other fellow St. Louis BattleHawks fans out there.
Yeah, no, it was
cheering
pretty
us
hype. I mean,
Yeah.
they had the manager was on the mic talking about the BattleHawks fans. Everybody was doing what? What were they doing?
up.
Oh, fuck.
Nah,
Yeah.
dude, it's a thing, dude. Get used to it. I know you guys don't like it.
It's kind of a thing.
I like it, and it's the thing.
In the week between the last podcast and this podcast, it became a for sure thing.
Yeah.
It always was a
Definitely.
thing. But no, it's really cool to see everyone out there. The bar was pretty full. I mean, the Blues game was on too, so there was a bunch of Blues fans in the crowd as
Unfortunate
well.
loss.
Unfortunately, they lost as well.
Yeah.
It was just a bad day for Missouri.
Yeah. Just all around.
But I mean, only way to go is up.
Yeah.
We got the Guardians next week.
They are really bad.
Yeah.
If this
At-
league was
at
any
home,
league-
right?
Matt
Yeah.
McGroin
Yeah.
Matt McGroin, that's a good way to put it.
Home opener game.
Matt McGroin laid a goose egg
Yeah.
yesterday. So hopefully he can continue that impressive play next week
Yeah.
at home at the Dome. First game in St. Louis.
Mardi Gras weekend.
Mardi Gras weekend too.
Yeah.
We're gonna be out there.
Yep.
We're gonna be out there Mardi Gras, and we're gonna be partying, and then whatever happens after that, we'll hopefully wake up and watch a game, and hopefully we'll be downtown with you guys. We're looking to be down there. We'll see what's happening, and we'll see what's going on. Hopefully it's a good game. We got a good matchup against the Guardians. They did not look too hot again, and maybe we need to take out some aggression on them. Maybe this defense finally crosses the threshold and gets a couple of interceptions. We had a couple of almost interceptions
Yeah,
today.
we should have more
Yeah.
takeaways.
Yep, that was hitting our players in the hands. So we seem like we're right on the cusp. Our defense honestly did what they needed to do.
Yeah.
That team put up 37 points last week. The Roughnecks did. We slowed them down. We made PJ Walker, sweat a little.
Yeah.
He was running around in the backfield. We got a couple sacks on him. Our defense stepped up and did exactly what they needed to
Yeah.
do. It's just our offense just faltered.
Yep, the defense did good. The offense was just lacking. What did we say? They didn't score any extra points.
Exactly.
0.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We haven't scored a single extra point in these last two games, right? Now, I'm a firm believer that we should go for 3 every time.
I like
Since
the
it's
every
only
time.
10 yards.
It's an option. Do it. Obviously, we need to because I'm pretty sure every single one we did today was a 2 or a 1,
Yep.
and we didn't even get that.
Yep.
Well,
Maybe
I
we need a
think
little more
need to at
space.
least go for 2.
Yeah, at minimum.
I don't see 1 as an option. I mean, when you look at the statistics of it, and they say it's easier to go from 5 yards than it is from 2.
Yeah.
And it isn't that much more of a risk as opposed to the point reward. I think you should go for 2 every time, regardless.
Right, and on top of that, you're in a critical situation where you can, tie it.
Yeah.
You could tie the game. And what do? That's the time they go for 1
They went for 1, not 3.
instead of 2, right?
And I
They've
think
been going
they're
for
not
2.
tricking anybody.
They've been going for 2 that whole game, and in the critical moment where they absolutely need to go for 3, they go for 1.
Yeah.
So there were definitely some questionable calls today by the coach. We'll see what happens, and hopefully we can adjust. I'd like
I
to
think that's
see.
for every team across the board, isn't it? I mean, every team has been having trouble converting on these extra points throughout the season, haven't they?
That'd be something to look into actually, because
Yeah,
I'll
no,
be honest,
sure.
I haven't actually looked into the other teams and what. I mean, obviously Houston's not having any issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the Roughnecks scored 2 touchdowns on the goal line.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we gave up some plays that set them up with some pretty good.
opportunities.
yeah.
Yeah. As
So
good as field position as it gets.
it was Christmas came early out there,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we got to clean it up. It's still some penalties out there that we don't need to be having. It's a
Yeah.
continuation from last week that you would hope. It didn't seem like it was as many as last week though. So, albeit there was a little bit of an improvement, it wasn't enough to overcome the rest of the game. Hopefully they can continue to get better. Hopefully they can continue to work on their fundamentals and get everything down so that they don't have to worry about, what we like to call, as we've said multiple times, shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
You know. That Xbox controller guy is goofy, though.
I think his name was like Robert Liu, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just funny seeing him up there. It's like the whole time up there, it's a complete copy of the Madden replay system.
Yeah.
They couldn't have used him
All
for
the way down
one
to the
play.
controller.
You know, you just want to see the play as it goes. Just push A.
The one play they needed him for, though.
Yeah, so I don't think that play is reviewable under the XFL rules, and it really should be.
It definitely
Yeah.
should be. That's one thing that they can, set themselves apart from the NFL is
Yeah.
that play should most definitely be challengeable, or like, hey, I mean, just open up the challenge. Just be like, if you can explicitly state what you're challenging, then go ahead and challenge it. Like in that situation, I would have gone up to the ref and be like, hey, that player was offsides. I want you to go ahead and look at it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use up one of the challenges there. But are there challenges?
No, XFL has no challenges. Everything
At
is,
all?
Yeah, everything is sent to the review booth.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's real crazy. Especially because it's still, people
Yeah.
watching,
Yeah. In the end.
Yep. And, conspiracy?
Yeah, it's a Fox
Is it-
Sports.
we're gonna
Fox
call this a
Sports
conspiracy?
Fox Sports 1 conspiracy. Yeah.
We're gonna say the XFL wants Houston to go to the championship in Houston.
It is in
Yep.
Houston.
Yep.
First championship. Fight for the eyeballs.
All right,
All the
guys.
eyeballs.
All right, everyone out there, do some investigating first.
Yeah, we want the memes. We want the.
We need that Illuminati
yeah.
soundbite.
We need
Yeah.
the conspiracy.
I mean, I'm ready to buy in fully to the conspiracy.
You never know though. But no, overall.
Yeah, if you guys don't hear from me next week, they got me.
Once again, we want to hear you guys' thoughts. Hit us up on the socials, at STL_FanHawks on Twitter and Instagram, the St. Louis FanHawks podcast on Facebook. The Post had some interesting stuff going on in there. They were trying to get everyone to give their best cacaws.
Yeah.
And
They had a rock, paper, scissors off, kind of goofy.
Yeah, and then did they have some kind of chug contest too?
No, I think they're just giving away beers with a free koozie.
Beers
Free-
with a koozie. So
free
you
beer,
get a
free
koozie with a
koozie.
beer in it.
Yeah, for
That's the
free.
best kind of koozie, dude. Koozie that
just
comes with a beer in it.
For going up in front of everyone and cacaoing.
Yeah, but I think it was Coors Light
It was either that or Bud
What?
Light.
or Miller Light. I think it was Coors or Miller because they were doing the buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
St. Louis. Seriously.
You know what? What do I think the best beer is?
I don't know. Probably.
No, Bud Select.
I don't know. You probably drink Smirnoff Ice or some
You
bullshit.
seem a little like a Michelob guy, don't you?
No,
Yeah.
incorrect. None of the above.
Yeah, Michelob Ultra was none of the above, so that's the one.
Bud Select is the best beer. It's the beer I'm drinking right now. What beer are you drinking out there?
Let us know.
Man,
If you're of age.
it'd be cool if they could respond, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I didn't do the explicit warning this time.
You guys
Yeah, we drink. We say bad words. Watch out. Let's see.
Any positives about the game?
I don't know.
Saw a few good
I
runs
mean-
by the QB. That's about it.
Teamu was. I think he was excellent again. Well, one really
throws.
bad mistake. The first.
Yeah,
interception.
I mean, before he had that interception, he was slinging it. He was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a dink and dunk type thing.
Yeah.
He wasn't really launching it.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, he started off with a really high completion percentage. I don't know what he ended up with, but
Mhm.
I mean, at one point he was like 20 for
I
22.
think he still ended with a higher completion percentage than Walker did. Aside
think
from
so.
the
Yeah.
interceptions.
Yeah. The team showed heart because we were down 21-6 going into halftime.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
forget that we thought it was over
Right.
like then. So a lot of people were like ready to walk out of the bar.
hmm Now, me myself, I feel like whenever something bad wasn't happening, I was dwelling on what the bad thing that just
Yeah,
happened.
exactly.
Yep.
I mean, that's really what watching this game felt like, if I'm being completely honest. But I mean, I'm still excited. 1-1. We're coming home.
Yep.
The city
It'll be a
is
good game.
excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking on the Facebooks and the other internets, and there's like a was it a XFL BattleHawks bar network that I saw, and it was like a comprehensive list of all the bars that are going to be supporting the BattleHawks and showing showing all the games and making sure the big TVs and the bars and everything like that have the games going on. You can find it on XFL.com, or you just get on Google and do a quick search for the BattleHawks Bar Network, and you'll see all of them. It's pretty cool to see because, they're coming home next week. They're going to be at the Dome. The Dome, just earlier today, and, we're broadcasting, or we're doing this podcast right after the game on Sunday. So by the time you guys hear this, it'll probably be Monday or Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
But earlier today on Sunday, there was a tweet that came out that said the Dome is completely sold out. There's only suites left.
Wow.
So in terms of seats,
That's incredible.
in the lower bowl, they're all sold out. And, the whole city's excited.
Yeah, what is the forecast they have for the attendance?
27,500,
Wow.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
pretty
that's
good.
that's the capacity.
Yep.
And everybody was trying to get the rest of the Dome opened up. They haven't, they decided not to. I haven't seen exactly why, but I mean, obviously, they probably have a deal, keep costs down.
Yeah.
If you get more people in there, that's more food stands, more beer stands, more cleanup to
employees.
do.
Yeah.
More security.
Exactly, all of that across the board. So I mean, it's just not, hey, open up the seats and sell the tickets. It's a lot more organization, a lot more everything involved with that. So maybe if we give them a little time and they can figure out the logistics of it and everything like that, maybe they'll open it up, and that'd be really exciting because imagine being an away XFL team who's been playing in these 20, 30,000, people crowds.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you come to St. Louis, it's 50,000 people.
Yeah.
Do you think it's an XFL rule to the limitations on the number of seats they can
And
have?
on top of that, I think it would most definitely create an unfair advantage.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It was in football, home field advantage is a real thing.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure they'll
bad.
definitely. They sold out the normal seats this game. Coming
Exactly.
Home game.
Yeah.
So they'll get pretty close selling out the.
I want to go to the Vipers game.
Yeah,
fun.
if anyone out there is trying to buy tickets, they will go back down to normal prices.
No, I mean they're at normal prices right now. If you want to buy them right now, I looked earlier when I was at work.
No, for the coming game, they went up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
if you want to for the upcoming Guardians game, if you want to sit at the 50-yard line on the BattleHawks side, and I think it's section 114 or something weird like that. The highest ticket, $450 each
Wow.
for 2 tickets.
Wow.
There's only 2 tickets available, and they're $450 each.
Yeah, no.
Insane.
I don't know if I would pay that much for a Chiefs game. I mean, I got pretty damn close when we went to the Chiefs-Houston game, which was amazing. 51-31.
But that's a different vibe.
Yeah, that's a whole different. That's a whole different thing, But I would not pay that.
Yeah,
For
that's
a BattleHawks
crazy.
game.
It just shows you how much love
Probably pay
the city
$100,
shows. Yeah.
maybe $150.
Yeah.
For
Not
nice
$450.
tickets. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I actually put my name down to see pricing for suites.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I said
Probably like a band, couple thousand.
I put my email, my phone number down, and see if a ticket dude contacts me to see what the prices are on that. And, if it's, if normal seats are $24, maybe the suites are $100.
Yeah.
Doubt it.
And you get
I
a
doubt it.
couple of diehard BattleHawks fans, it could be a good time.
I know, dude.
They'd probably rent the whole box
Go to the
at
Dome.
a time.
Just be like, if we were here 10 years ago, it'd be the Rams.
Oh man, don't get me started on that one.
Yeah, we're gonna get the second cut rate seats.
But that was an exciting time. It's still, you're gonna have losses. You got to roll with them.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can learn from them. You can grow
Yeah.
from them. You can come back to a town where the entire city's ready for you to play. It's going to be ruckus. It's going to be loud. I bet those 27,500 people are going to be way louder than a packed dome for the Rams game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to be loud enough so Stan Kroenke can hear us.
That's right.
He needs to be able to hear us from whatever tower, whatever throne he's sitting on, thinking that he's better than everybody else.
I'll just FaceTime him while we're at the game.
Yeah, and then we'll do the. You know what we need to do at this game though? The beer snake. You guys see that?
I didn't know.
No.
I did.
You did?
see that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Tell us about the beer snake, Chase.
As far as I know, someone created a beer bong that ran down 9 rows of seats. Did they not?
No, I think it was just people slamming their beers and stacking their cups.
Oh, like a tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
But
that
it was
at college
it was
games.
like snaking back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we need to do that. I can contribute about 35 or 40 of those cups. Yeah.
That's like your salary.
No, dude, XFL game beers are cheap.
Okay, okay. It's
Yeah.
not just like set by the dome price.
Right? No,
Okay,
it's not.
okay.
It's not $10 for 2 ounces of beer.
Yeah,
You know?
I was about to say.
It's like $6 for 20. I
Nice.
mean, anytime you want to go to a game, you got to pay. You got to take your arm off at the NFL. If you want to go to a game, you got to take your right arm off to get the ticket.
But
Yep.
what I'm saying is, like, at a NHL game versus like a concert at the Enterprise Stadium, the beer prices are gonna be the same.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
But I was saying like a NFL game versus an XFL game, both in the dome.
Well, there's no NFL games in the dome.
I know,
either.
but just like the beers were probably like $10 back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Back
sure.
in the day.
yeah. You get no, dude, you get back in the day. You go to a game, you bought one hot dog for 6 cents. And then
Not that back in the day.
you got a whole 30-pack for $2.
All right, Back to the Future, real bad.
Now you pay $60 and get 2 hot dogs.
Dude, now you pay $60 and they let you use the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have a fucking card slot in the
Yeah, like
Yeah.
swipe your credit card to piss.
35 cents per flush.
Yeah,
I mean, the prices are ridiculous. It's like you blink and all of a sudden the cashier's like, "Oh, that'll be $34.50."
like I thought about one thing.
It's like, I just got a fucking popcorn. Oh, but it's Cracker Jack.
Upcharge.
Oh shit, $20 extra.
No refills.
Right.
Yeah, but that's just across the board. Like I think all professional sports are.
Yeah, you want a hot dog that's actually hot? Extra $2.
Yeah, or else this one's cold.
Yeah, we got it from the fridge.
You gotta warm it up yourself. There's our $3 microwaves.
Yeah, you got to rent that.
You go to the XFL, they're like, "Here you go." Oh, here's an extra beer. You can have it for free.
Yeah, buy one get one free, baby.
It's like a Kid Rock concert.
Yeah. No, I just don't know how that works. Whether it's set by the host or the.
You know, there is one truth in life that is unanimous.
What's that?
Every man is going to do 2 things in his entire life. He's going to complain about the beer price. That's the first thing. And the second thing, he's going to buy it anyway.
100% true. Yeah,
So,
it's 100% true.
it doesn't matter if it's the host or the person who's coming in.
Or whoever's
It's gonna be
charging the
jacked.
price. Yeah, they don't give a damn.
Yep. That's why you wear cowboy boots, right?
Yeah.
Right, Chase?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Buy a sleeve of Jack Daniels airplane shots, and then just slide them right in
Yeah,
the boot.
but you know you're about to drink those 6 and be like, oh, damn, I'm at a football game. Let me go get a beer.
Yeah, but that doesn't turn into
Airplane shots. Come on, man. I know you can fit at least a pint in there.
Oh, yeah.
With my elephant foot, I could probably put 2 pints in there.
It's like, what's that? It's a tumor, sorry.
Rip.
Like, oh, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, right. It's a bunch of fucking liquor.
But no, it's all kinds of way to have fun.
Yeah.
All kinds of way. They can try to stop, but
Or you can just
As-
not drink.
Travis Kelce said in his campaign slogan, "You got to fight for your right." Man, you guys suck.
What? Fight for my right to do what?
Party!
I bet.
Yep. So, yep, we got the Guardians next. We already talked about that. So
Yeah.
we got to find
They-
something else to
they
talk about
suck.
now.
You know how many points they scored this week? 0.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Not even one.
That's less than our lovely Vipers scored in week 1.
Yeah, so I was going to say we should go to the Vipers game because all the memes. All the memes.
Yeah. I think the BattleHawks are getting memed out too.
Every Vipers fan I come across when we go to that game, I'm going to let them know, don't shit in the stalls. In St. Louis, we sit down.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be Florida, man.
Florida. What an interesting place.
Nope. No. It'll be a fun game, too. I mean, all the fans will be excited about that one. all the Facebook groups will be dropping all the memes and all the jokes, and all the BattleHawks fans will be getting banned from the Vipers Facebook groups.
Speaking of new teams, isn't St. Louis supposed to get a soccer team?
MLS.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Ah,
They're gonna be talking about putting the stadium up soon.
Look at St. Louis now.
Yeah, we got the wrong kind of football.
We're on the
coming in.
come-
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't completely disagree with that, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge soccer fan. I'm just saying.
No, I mean I might see what's up. You know, I played
mean,
a
I'll
couple.
do-
I
I'll
played
be-
a couple of rounds of FIFA myself.
I'll be a fan for sure.
yeah,
FIFA's fun.
I'll show out.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'll go to a game or two.
it's getting some good support. The stadium's going to be state of the art, so
You think the BattleHawks will play in there?
that would be amazing. The
That'd be
BattleHawks-
tight.
Yeah,
Yeah, they should just make like a dual
That could be a
purpose.
plan.
I mean, I think the stands would be too far away though, because isn't the soccer pitch way bigger?
Ooh, I'm
I
not
think
sure.
it's a little bit bigger. I don't think it, but yeah, they might have more room off to the side.
Yeah, because I mean those
Yeah.
For all
those
their
seats
stuff.
are usually far away from the sidelines
That's
and
true.
stuff. But they,
Yeah.
I mean they play football games in baseball stadiums, and they
They
put
do.
the rafters up and all
I
that.
mean, in high school, they had their football and the soccer was the same field for
Mhm.
my high school.
Yeah.
I mean that's a high school though.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm guessing the field's the same size, right? I mean,
I guess.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anything about soccer.
I don't
I'll be
know.
honest.
And I don't know. Yeah. And I don't know the difference between field sizes.
I know there's some forwards and some defensemen and
A goalie. There's a goalie.
My entire knowledge about the sport of soccer comes from hockey.
It's very similar actually. It is very similar.
I mean, the positions are the same.
Yeah.
The hockey guys, though, they're badass.
Yeah, they hit each other, which I love.
Not
But
tonight, though.
when
Chase, you
soccer
want to
they-
talk about that? What happened?
It's sad, man. It's getting bad.
Yeah, it is
Mhm.
getting bad.
Is Benny getting tired?
Honestly, it just looks like they're tired, man. I mean, they've been grinding
Mhm.
hard, but I have been noticing one thing, especially in social media. Everybody seems to want to pin the blame on this Falk defenseman that we picked up. This dude's plus or minus is absolutely terrible.
I mean,
He's
he
been
was
on the-
hyped.
He's been on the ice for like every goal.
Yeah.
He's been hyped.
against
I
us.
remember when we signed him, and everybody was hyped. Whether was it a signing or was it a trade?
I believe it was a trade.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not for sure. I'd have to look at that again. But I'm typically not one for pinning the blame on a single player because obviously the whole team needs to step up. And that was what was really cool tonight is to see the defense stepped up as opposed to the previous nights. But the offense could not get it done. We put up
Yeah.
one goal. It was pretty sad.
Yeah. I mean, we had
So-
where we were sitting at. We had the BattleHawks game on right in front of us, and then like immediately right above Amit's head was the Blues game. So it was kind of easy to forget about because we couldn't see the TV. And then one thing I have a complaint about.
Oh yeah, above Shoob's head, there, Gordon Ramsay,
exactly.
on
Like,
the biggest
you got,
TV.
You got okay. So
I love Gordon Ramsay though, but
you got a big TV in the middle, right? And then you got two smaller TVs stacked on top of each other on the outside. And then you got one hanging from the ceiling at an angle, right? So we're sitting where we're sitting at, you got the big TV, and then to the right of the big TV, you've got the small TV that's got the BattleHawks game, and we were watching that one. And then the one that's hanging from the ceiling at an angle has got the Blues game. The big TV, Gordon Ramsay.
I mean he's a goat. But I wasn't trying to watch him at the bar.
I'm not trying to go to the bar and be like, oh yes, that is a quite indulgent souffle.
Yeah, or hear him just yell, "You're trash,
Yeah.
people!"
Like one thing that worked out was we got a penalty and Gordon was like, you donkey.
yeah.
But no, yeah, come on. And we even asked the server to change it to the Blues game or the BattleHawks game or something.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, and it never happened.
Exactly.
Wasn't even that busy, but hey, I know how it goes. Is everything okay over there? Did you lose your ears?
Yeah, I kicked the wire out. By
Oh, rip.
accident. Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad.
But well, what do you do?
No, it's fine.
Anything going on with the Cardinals?
Not a whole lot more than what we heard last week. One thing I saw was interesting today. I saw this thing on Twitter. So the commissioner of baseball, he got asked, why did you not take away the Astros World Series trophy? And he's like, I don't think it's worth it to take away a piece of metal from a team. And
What?
And then Twitter exploded after that. It was hilarious.
You cheat to win a World Series.
Yeah.
Yet Pete Rose
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Never even cheated as a player, Pete Rose.
Yeah, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
It's a piece of metal. That's it. Like the commissioner of baseball thinks the World Series trophy is a piece of metal.
I mean, he just took the value out of every other team that fought hard.
Yeah.
And blood, sweat, and tears with their boys for 162 games, plus the playoffs, and a piece of metal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's not a good
that's
look.
Major league bullshit, right?
That's
there,
not a good look at all. That's ridiculous. That's why we watch football,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, all of the refs
Right.
refs can screw that stuff
Yeah,
up,
no.
as we saw today.
Refs. That was one of the after the week one, dude. I was so excited. Okay, these refs finally have their heads on straight.
Yeah.
The very next game, the NFL refs
Yeah.
infiltrate the XFL.
Like, I think they were calling a fine game, and then you just let this one play just overshadows everything else.
And we keep coming back to this because it was I'm very salty.
It was
about
egregious.
Everybody's
Like,
salty
it was
about
terrible.
it. The whole bar was salty about it.
Yeah.
When we left, I think I heard the entire St. Louis was salty about it. So we're going to talk about it. And you know what we're going to talk about next week? The ref that blew the call. And the week after that, the ref that blew the call. You know why? Because this could potentially have some issues down the line.
Yeah.
What if we're one game out of the playoffs?
Yeah. What if we play the Roughnecks again?
What if? Yeah, exactly. What if they have a tiebreaker over us because of that game?
Guys, this is a conspiracy I'm talking about. Better watch out. You don't know who's listening
Trying to
to
get
this.
Houston in Houston.
Yeah. Please send us all the conspiracy memes you can.
I made a prediction on the Facebooks that I got pretty close to, actually.
What'd you say?
I was Jordan Teamu would have 5 touchdowns. You got 3, right?
Yeah, you include his interceptions.
Yeah, spot on, Raj.
Rip.
Too soon.
Oh, man. Hey, I guess there's a silver lining in that. We got some bold predictions for next week.
Yeah.
What'd you think? First thing that comes off your head.
I'm not sure. I hope we do good.
We're cutting that out.
All right, Chubbs.
I think we're gonna destroy them. They're so bad. Like they
You
have not.
destroy them?
Yeah, we're gonna destroy.
How bad
them.
are we going to destroy them, Chubbs?
They're not gonna score a touchdown.
Again?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
might
I was
score a
gonna
field
do a
goal.
few
They
field
might score a
goals,
couple
maybe.
field goals, but they're not
All
scoring.
right. How many points do we get?
So we scored 24 today, 4 touchdowns
24.
Yeah.
and 4 touchdowns,
After
right?
some,
And no extra points.
no
for-
extra points.
Shut up, dude.
Man, if we would have hit on like 1,
I know.
it would have been a closer game.
Yeah, so we'll get 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns?
Yeah, so it'll be 30. Let's see, 37 with some extra points in there.
How many passing? How many? Rushing.
Let's see, 3 passing touchdowns
How many 3-point?
and 2 running.
How many extra points do you think they'll go for?
You tell us.
See-
That can be your bold
I
prediction.
wish we went for 3, but
So wait, you
Yeah.
said they'll score 5 touchdowns?
Yeah.
I'll go based off that. So they'll have 5 opportunities.
yeah.
And out of those 5 opportunities, how many times do I think they'll go for 3?
Yeah.
Maximum 2.
Okay.
that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a
All
lot.
right.
That's a lot. But
All right.
I'm hoping they're destroying them by then. They're like, fuck it, let's try it.
Yeah. So my bold prediction for next week is just like I was saying earlier with the defense being right on the cusp.
Mm-hmm.
I say 2 interceptions, one of them being a pick 6.
Oh yes,
Yep.
I would love that.
That's what I anticipate
That'd-
next week
that'd be
because
nice.
Matt McGroin, he's gonna throw some quacks.
But if they score less than 3 touchdowns, I don't think they'll go for a single 3-point conversion.
No, you can't. No, you can't go back on that.
No, I'm not going back. I was going based on Shub's analogy of 5 touchdowns, so 5 opportunities.
Okay, so then just take all of that out. Just how many times do you think they'll go for 3 next week?
Oh, none.
Like realistically,
Like, you went back on it.
Yeah, I will be.
realistically, we're not going.
Well, I
'cause
don't-
We have shown that
I
we
don't
don't go
know.
for 3.
I don't know if they'll score 5. I don't know.
I mean, they should.
If they do, tight.
They should. They absolutely.
And if
should.
they do, then they will try to go for 3 twice.
Yeah. How about we just say they're not going to go for 3, and then we'll just.
This
wait
could be
until-
some crazy side bet in
actually go for
Vegas.
Yeah, dude, let's call him.
Yeah, be like, all right, set this up real quick. Because of our extensive XFL knowledge.
Just call him and be like, "What's the over
Yeah, we're
under
obviously
on
experts.
the BattleHawks going for 3s when they score 5 touchdowns or more?"
And what's the over-under on them going for 3 when they've scored 3 or less touchdowns? See, there's 2 sides of this.
Yes.
Okay.
5 on both.
$5. They do all this research. All right, we'll put $1 on each.
Yep.
Yeah. So I got 37-6.
37-6.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that means they score a touchdown.
No, they scored 2 field goals.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction and say Tiamu throws for over 350 yards.
Oh man, that is a
Yes.
bold
How
statement.
much did he throw this time?
Like
No, we'll go
200
with that.
something? 268?
298.
298?
Something like
That's
that. Yeah.
something like pretty
He
close.
well outpassed PJ Walker.
Yeah, I
Dude,
remember he was in the
All across the board, we outpaced them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We played a good
That-
game.
that's what
I
this-
mean, the
that's
stats were there, the score wasn't.
Yeah. TOP was there. Everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had that. Man, we took out the entire third quarter.
I know. It was an amazing quarter.
Yep.
We were coming to that. We scored 2 touchdowns. It was 21-6. Then we scored 2 or 21-18 after that quarter. Just can't get extra points.
I know, dude. That's what killed us. It's like, could you imagine if it was an NFL game and they missed like 4 field goals in a row or extra points in a row? That kicker would be fired.
Yeah, that's kind of different, though.
During the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, pack up your bags, give us the
That
jersey.
guy from the Bears would have been like,
Oh
phew.
man, Cody Park.
Yeah, Parkey would have been like, oh, thank God.
Oh man.
You know what they just need to do, right? They need to do, like you were saying while we were there at the bar, do something with Marquette.
I know. That would be awesome.
I mean, get him on the field. You put him on the field when he's not even supposed to be on the field. Like on a 2nd and 5, just throw him out there.
Yeah.
Just see what he's got.
This is what we should
Maybe
do.
the next game when we're up.
We go for a 3-point play. We fake it like it's a punt. Marquette's lined up as a punter.
Wait, why would they think it's a punt if
He
it's on the...
throws- he throws
That's the confusion.
Okay,
throws
I'm
a forward
confused. I'm
pass
confused.
Exactly.
behind the line of scrimmage, and then we throw another pass
Yep.
ahead of the line of scrimmage. So we
Yep.
use that two passes rule
Or no, put
on.
Marquette wide, right? Have the running back catch it and throw it to Marquette, and then he punts it.
Has there been any forward passes yet in the XFL?
I don't think so.
I haven't seen any.
I haven't seen any yet.
All right, what's the odds that they do a forward
Oh,
pass in
oh,
the next game?
Bold prediction: we're gonna do one.
Oh,
You think we'll have one?
Well,
I don't
okay.
think we'll have one.
I think we'll have one.
I think
if
the
we're-
Guardians will do one.
Okay.
Really?
You know why?
Why? Because they don't know what they're doing.
Because McGroin can only throw to the sideline, right? So just
I think if we're
give it
up,
to the guy on the sideline. Let him throw it.
if we're up pretty decently, I think the BattleHawks would do some kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
can see that.
why, might as well try it out.
I just don't think we're aggressive enough to do it.
We should be with our.
No, but
quarterback.
the thing
I
is, we
mean-
don't really need to be that if we're up a good amount. You know?
I just don't think we'll be in that situation. I
Yeah,
think
okay,
we're
okay.
grinded out, get a 1 or 2 score lead and then just destroy the clock.
Like the Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
'Cause we are a run first team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're missing Keith Ford.
Hopefully he'll be back next week.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yeah. Get well.
Had a couple of injuries in this game. Offensive lineman got hurt.
Yeah.
Sucks to see. Houston had a couple of injuries as well.
Yeah.
This is never fun to see anybody get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, hopefully they can come back healthy, stronger than ever. Like we said earlier, Christian Michael did a good job. Hopefully he can continue that. I mean,
Yeah.
he was looking like a mini beast mode out there.
Yeah, he was.
For those of you who didn't know, he used to play for the Seattle Seahawks and backed up Marshawn Lynch for a while. I think he was still there when Marshawn Lynch left, and then he didn't really do very good.
Yeah.
What else is going on? How's things in your life?
Good, man.
Oh, yeah, life's good.
Life's good?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Mine
Is this
too.
getting real over there on the therapy couch?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I'm the only one on the couch right now.
Oh, yeah. The therapy couch. It is nice.
Yeah, we need it today.
Yeah.
We need it.
We should all 3 be sitting on there.
Yeah.
We need to talk to some people about this.
Yeah. Our therapist is.
Any therapists out there in St. Louis willing to console BattleHawks fans who have been wronged by the refs? We have nightmares about zebras now.
I know it's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be fucking zebra stands up and throws a flag.
Oh, shh. Sorry.
It's got Chris Rock's voice. It's like Madagascar.
Yeah, I'm never gonna watch Madagascar again.
Yeah, that
You
movie's-
ruined it for me, the
That
XFL.
movie is
Yeah.
now scarred for me, man.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. we saw the BattleHawks put on a show that ended not too well.
Yeah.
Talked about what's going to happen against the Guardians next week. Talked about our visit to the Post. It was a pretty good overall XFL weekend.
Yes, sir. Talked about the Blues a little bit.
Talked about the Blues. Talked about the Cards a little. The Chiefs are still partying.
Yeah, nothing's changed. They're still all missing in action.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this offseason goes, though, because, like, DeMarcus Robinson's getting interest from the Giants. I don't want him to leave, but, I mean, it's a crowded wide receiver room. Chris Jones got a massive contract coming up. He says he wants to be a Chief for life. Money usually sways those people.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't.
I'm curious because what did they do with D Ford, right? They traded him.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was injury prone and
Yeah.
ruined the Super Bowl for us.
Yeah.
I mean, this could have been our third Super Bowl win.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I hope they keep him.
I like D Ford a lot. Don't get me wrong, I was on his boat ever since he started, and I was like, oh, wow, we got Houston, Holly, and Ford.
Yeah,
NASCAR
I
package.
can't feel bad for the guy. He was on the Niners.
It's just crazy to think, right? Like, imagine you as a player with the Chiefs, line up offsides, single-handedly ruin the team's chances to get to the Super Bowl, right? You get traded by a franchise, you get traded to a franchise that seems to want you. They pay you.
Yep.
They take care of you. You end up in the Super Bowl against the very team that just kicked you out
Yep.
because you messed up.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Then you line up offsides again. Say,
Yeah.
see, you couldn't trust me. You're right.
Yeah.
You
Then
can't
you
trust
lose.
Yeah.
me. Yeah, and you lose.
Yep.
Guess what happens coming into the week? Frank Clark is trash talking you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like D Ford. Oh, I haven't heard anything about him except for that offsides.
Yeah.
Yeah, but guess what? He's probably sitting on like some cool couple $1 million. Just
Couple million, dude.
dude,
I think he got a big old contract.
95 or something.
Yeah, it was
something.
ridiculous.
so like close to like 100 mil. Yeah,
But
he's.
Frank Clark got like 103.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
guess
yeah,
what?
he got a big one.
Yeah,
Guess
he got
what?
big
They're
boy.
all chilling.
They're all chilling.
Yeah.
whether they lined up offsides or onsides, whether they won the Super Bowl
Nah,
or they
dude,
didn't.
nah.
Yeah,
The
remember what Kelsey said in his
100
little
mil.
celebration? He's like, "We got Frank Clark, and he ain't offside."
Hey,
And then you got your homies backing you up, plus 100 mil.
in the MLB, that ring may be a piece of hardware, a piece of metal,
Piece of metal.
but in football it
metal,
means
man. That's all
something.
It means a lot. Yeah,
In football it means something.
Yeah, but 100 mil.
yeah it
100
does in
mil.
hockey too.
What else? Mahomes is gonna be a $200 million man for sure.
Yeah.
I mean that's not even a what if.
Do you
That's a
think
win.
Do you think he would take less?
I don't see why he needs to.
Yeah, I feel like he's talking like it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if there ever was a player who was worth that much who would take less, it's probably
It's
Mahomes.
Mahomes, yeah.
But at the same time, you got Tyreek locked down for another 3 years. You
Yeah,
got
Kelce.
Kelsey for like about 2. You got Mecole for his rookie contract, which is
Yeah.
like 4 or 5.
Yep.
I mean, you're pretty set there.
The
You
core
know,
group is there.
the defense. We've got a bunch of young guys back there. Chris Jones is really the only free agent who needs.
I hope he comes back. I
Yeah.
really do.
It'll be fun. It'll be interesting to see. But I think the next contract, Mahomes goes lower.
Lower. Yeah, this one he gets a bit money.
But it also depends on the CBA situation
Yeah.
too, because the new CBA, I mean, they might give him like a 10-year contract. Who knows?
Yeah, I've heard speculation that the quarterback contract won't count against salary cap. That would be
What?
yeah, because it's like
Ah.
you know how it's
Crazy.
so much bigger than everybody else's contract.
That is going to
that-
overpower so many teams. Could you imagine if the salary cap stayed the same, but the quarterback doesn't count?
Yeah,
They're gonna be $150 million wide receivers.
I think the players would be down with that because then you can pay the quarterbacks whatever you want.
Yeah, but I
Because you
mean,
paid Mahomes $200, he's still underpaid.
so at that point, how does it work though? Because like, do all teams don't make the same
Underpaid
amount
at
of money, though,
$200 million.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah, so I don't. That was like.
I mean, it's still a ridiculous amount of money, but then that could introduce money
Yeah.
would play into it. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the old CBA tried to fix. You know, NFL doesn't want to go back to that where they have to pay outrageous amounts of money to the first round pick in order to get them.
Yeah,
know,
I remember. Sam
Otherwise, you
Bradford's
could go
contract.
in and then you can go and poach them if they don't. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, they could decide like, oh, that's not enough money. This other team is going to give me way more, so I'm not going to sign my rookie contract with you, even though you spent your
Yeah,
first round pick
that's
on
true.
me.
That's true.
So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Because if I mean, you know, essentially, let's say you have a Patrick Mahomes or an Aaron Rodgers or a Russell Wilson or someone of that caliber quarterback, Tom Brady, and Tom Brady's about to hit the free agent market.
Yeah.
He's gone. 100% gone.
I would love to see it.
I think
I wanna see him
Belichick
on
wants to
another
win
team.
one without Brady, and I think Brady wants to win one without
I
Belichick.
think everybody wants to see that.
Yeah, and everybody wants to
Except
see
for
that too.
Except for Patriots fans, but
I don't think
I don't care about.
I don't think
Patriots
there has ever been a player in the history of the NFL who has as much leverage as Tom Brady does right now.
fans. Yeah. Absolutely.
So it'll be interesting to see how it
Where do you
shakes
think
out.
he goes?
The first rumors I've seen of numbers is linked to the Raiders.
They're gonna go hard after him. I know that.
They're saying I think the rumor that came out was 2 years, $60 million.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's $30 million a year,
They probably fully guarantee it.
and that gives them time to groom someone.
Yeah.
Think about it: brand new stadium, brand new city. Tom Brady coming in, instant sellout of that
Las
stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Vegas.
Instant.
Las
Yes.
Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah,
Easy.
instant. But if there was a team that was out there that was smart that should sell the farm to get him, the Chargers.
You like the Chargers? Yeah, because they're like team 1B in Los Angeles.
They have more fans of the opposing team come to their games
yeah.
than they do their own fans. I mean, literally,
True
you
that.
watch any Chargers home game, and the stands are littered with the opposing team's colors.
Yep. And it doesn't even matter where the team is from.
Exactly, exactly. that's kind of sad. You got people coming down from Buffalo.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Packers.
They're like, oh, tickets for cheap.
I mean,
Yeah, it's really sad.
so they got that new stadium coming up. Who knows when it's
yeah.
gonna be done?
So like, the Chargers are kind of like they're the renters. It's so weird, because it's the Rams Stadium, right? And they're just gonna be like, yeah, the Chargers are like.
It's kind of like
they're
the
like
Giants and the
visitors.
Jets. I mean, that is the Giant Stadium.
That's the Giants Stadium.
MetLife is
Yeah.
the Giant
But at
Stadium.
least the Jets have a fan base.
Jets do have a fan
the
base.
Chargers,
That's true.
on the other hand,
Yeah.
yeah.
One day I'm gonna meet Gary Vaynerchuk, and he's gonna be pissed at me for saying that. He's a
What?
big Jet fan.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's exciting. Hopefully the BattleHawks can get everything figured out, everything
Yeah.
sorted out, and get back to the fundamentals, get back to working. Coach Hayes needs to call Andy Reid or something and get some
Oh, no.
explosive plays on. The offensive line needs to tighten up to give Tamu some time, because there's a bunch of sacks. There's a bunch of things to fix,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's going to be the first home game, big morale boost. Everybody's excited. Everybody's looking for tailgating spots. The social medias are lit up with everything. It's going to be interesting. Everyone's going to have fun downtown. We got Mardi Gras. We got Mardi Gras downtown, and then we've got the BattleHawks game the next day. Should be a fun weekend in St. Louis all around.
Yeah.
We hope to see you guys out there. We plan on being out there. Once again, hit us up on the social medias. You got us at STL_FanHawks for both Twitter and Instagram. The St. Louis FanHawks podcast on Facebook. This is Raj and Amit and Shubs and Chase signing off. See you next week, everybody.
Peace.
Yeet.